modified Royal Enfield Bullet 350cc. So he is the inspiration for most of the people. So they take him as an example. So motivation, and for all the motorcycle enthusiasts, he is one of the very big role model, and he plays very important role in everyone's life who do motor racing and motorsport activities and even riding stuff. So honor to welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for coming today, and the stage is all yours. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Make some noise for the So shall I start with the questions, sir? So what got you into this motorcycling field, and what was the inspiration for you to come into this motorsport?
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my dear biking brotherhood, boys and girls, and one child is also come. Welcome everybody to this event. This is a discovery center. Royal Enfield has opened this. Very, very happy to be here today, and really honored by Royal Enfield calling to me here today, and I will definitely take you through the journey of what happened and what inspired me to come to this motorsport and motorcycling. I was born in Chennai in 1950, and I was born in Adyar, where this branch store is there. That used to be called the Elliott's Beach Road. Now it is called the Besant Nagar. Before it used to be called the Elliott's Beach Road. There was a beach. Elliott's is the governor, the British governor who was in Chennai. It's named after him. So the road is called Elliott's Beach Road, and there is a monument also for him in the beach. And I was studying in Besant Theosophical High School, which is next to the branch store. Of course, now it is not there. It has gone to Tirupur. And my house was a stone throwing distance from the school. So I used to study in that school, and I joined a baby class. Those days there was no LKG, UKG, nothing. It was called the baby class. And when I joined the school there, and that is a school which is run by Arul Dev, Rukmini Devi and Arul Dev, and a lot of cultural things were happening there in the school. And the classrooms were all thatch sheds. It was not the building; it was using only a thatch shed. And we used to sit down, and we have to keep our slippers outside and come and sit down. The uniform was pajama jubba. White pajama jubba was the uniform those days in that school. So as I started studying there, baby class was first standard, second standard, third standard, and my school and the main road were very close to each other. So those days, I'm talking about between 1950 and the 60s, there were a lot of British people in Chennai, and all those people had all the big bikes, like the BSA Golden Flash, BSA Gold Star, Norton Dominator, Triumph Tiger 100, Royal Enfield Constellation, Royal Enfield Meteor, 500 and 700. So all the British bikes used to be there, and that road used to be deserted. Nobody used to go there. Only the Britishers used to come on these big bikes. They come in the morning and they go to the beach, and they have their sun bath and things like that. So when these bikes are going on that road, they really enjoy and ride, and all the twin cylinders. And the sound, the thump of those British bikes attracted me. So in the classroom, when the teacher is taking my class, my ears used to be only going to the road, attracting the sound of the motorcycles. So I used to run out of the class and go to the gate and watch all these bikes, because when the bikes they start coming there itself, my ears take the noise. Oh, the bikes are coming. I never used to bother about the class or the teacher. Immediately I used to run out and stand in the main road and watch the bikes going. What happened, my teacher went and told the headmaster, those days he used to call the headmaster. He said, they used to call me Babu. Nobody knew my name as Subhash Chandra Bose. They used to call me Babu, Babu, Babu. The Babu is not sitting in the class, he is running away to the main road. So please call his parents and tell that he has to be in the class and teach them. So they gave a complaint to my father saying that this boy is not sitting in the class, he is running out of the class and going out. It is only for the safety sake, that is going to the main road because he is a small child. So running, and so they said what to do. Then my father said what it. My father had an elder sister. So my father's elder sister used to come to the school, make me sit in the class, and she used to sit near the gate. Till the school is over, she used to be there so that I don't run out of the class. So that was the way I got attracted to the motorcycle and to the thump of the British bike. That was bugging me. I said, yes, something somewhere I have to do. So slowly I started studying 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard. But my mind, all the classes, 1st standard, 2nd, till the 8th standard I failed. I never passed in any subjects. I used to get only single digit mark. Then my school said, what is this, your son is not studying all right. Because my concentration, everything was on the motorcycle only, not on the class. So then, after that, in 1960, from Adyar, we went to Nandanam. Nandanam, people I know Nandanam. So that place is called the Pitapuram Raja's place. There used to be a big palace for the Raja and the Rani, and there used to be a big playground where all the first division cricket players, there used to be first division, Jolly Rovers, all the big cricket players used to come and play cricket there. Even Venkatraghavan, our Indian captain, he used to come by cycle from engineering college to the Kotrapuram bridge. That time bridge was not there was only a small boat. So they put the cycle in the boat and you have to pay 6 paisa. So he used to come here, play cricket and then go. So Dalat, Duragi, a lot of big test players, those days used to come to that playground. In that playground, there was a person called Clubwala. He is a Parsi. He had one of the best cars in Chennai. He had Austin Healey, MGB, he had Jaguar, he had Mini Cooper, all the British cars fully kitted. Fully kitted means the exhaust note used to be fantastic. So when he comes to play cricket, he will come very early. That is before the other people come. Other people will come by 4:30, 5 o'clock. He used to come by 3:30, 4 o'clock itself for him to come and play. So as a child, all our people there, that's what the big colony. We all used to run behind those cars because that exhaust note was attracting us. He used to run behind those cars, and when he used to go and park it, then he used to see us. Okay, boys, why are you running behind the car? No, sir, we like your car. No, we never knew English. We used to speak in butler English. He only knew English, he never knew Tamil. So our English was not that good those days. So we used to speak to them with the butler English, and then he used to understand. He said, okay, I will be playing. You people have to bowl and do the fielding. So we used to do the bowling and fielding, all the big boys, and we used to catch the ball and take them. Then he thought we are working, and so he said, how much I should pay him for fielding and bowling and things like that. He said, no, we are not for money. Please take us in your car for a round. That was the fees. Oh, that's all it is. So he used to take us on a round, and every day one car he come. So that the journey started like that. Then I became around 10 years. Then he said, he also used to call me only Babu. Nobody used to know my name as Subhash Chandra Bose also. So he said, are you interested in motorcycles? He asked me. I said, definitely I like motorcycles. He said, my cousin, Dusty, he's also a Parsi. He said, if you go to Marina Beach, Gandhi statue, all his friends will come there. They have all got all big British bikes. So I didn't know how to go to Marina Beach. So I went and told my father. I want to go to Marina Beach. Where is this Marina Beach? He said, why do you want to go there? No, I believe in this clubby came to know my father also because my father came and spoke to me him and all. So I said, clubby told me, if you are interested in motorcycles, you go to Gandhi statue. My cousin Dusty will be there. He's got a lot of friends with all these bikes. So I told my father. So my father, that time my father had a Lamborghini scooter. So he took me one day evening to the beach. And near the Gandhi statue, all the bikes were all parked. And we went and sat, my father and me went and sat on that small platform there. Then I slowly went and saw that bike. He had a speed twin, speed twin he had. So he came near me and said, what, my dear friend, what are you looking at? He asked me, no, sir, your bike is looking so nice. I wanted to see the bike and all. He said, shall I start and show you? He told me. I said, yes, sir, please start. I would like to visit in the summer. So he started it and revved the bike. The moment he revved the bike, the punch came onto me. I started running. I got scared actually. I got scared because the thump of that bike, as he revved it, hit my chest. So I said, I got scared. And my father said, what happened? What happened? No, sir. That moment, I got scared. Then he said, why are you so scared? Come, he said. Do you want to go for a ride? I said, then I asked my father, he asked me whether he is coming for a ride. He said, okay. So then he said, Babu, sit down and hold me tight because the bikes are so powerful. Just hold me tight. Then from Gandhi statue, there used to be a swimming pool in Marina. Near the Buhari's hotel. There used to be a Buhari hotel and the swimming pool. It's going to be called Marina swimming pool. So he took me for a ride from Gandhi statue to Marina and back. So his other friends also saw me. See, why they line up there is, I don't know how many people know, there used to be a thing called jukebox. How many people know jukebox? There used to be a jukebox in Buhari. If you put 25 paisa, that day, if you put 25 paisa, you can select the song. And you can share the song there. So, these people, what is the bet is, they will go there, put 25 paisa coin, press the song, and by the time they come to Gandhi statue and go back, the song should not be over. That is the bet. How this started is, in England, there's a cafe called Three Aces.
The Ace Cafe.
Yes, Ace Cafe. So there only this, the cafe racer was born there only. The motorcycle cafe racer was born there only. So there in England, they used to have the cafe racer, they used to come and this. So these people, they used to go from Gandhi statue to the Buharis and come back. So this was the bet actually. Whoever comes faster and before the sun. So each one took me for a ride on different bikes. So that day I enjoyed all the bikes that day. They took me up and down. And they told me why they go up and down. I asked them, why are you going up and down? Then they went and showed me that jukebox. And they said, you put 25 paisa coin there. You press whichever song you want, you'll get it. By the time the song is over, you have to come back. That was the bet. So it was so inspiring. And it was about really evening. I went at about 4:35 o'clock. It was almost dark, 7 o'clock it was. My father said, shall we go? So I thanked all these people, Hari Rao, Dusty, Hari Rao, Cutler. One person called Cutler, he is from Calcutta. His name is Benan. He had one of the best bikes in India. He had the Vincent Black Shadow. He had the Vincent Black Shadow. He had G45 Bachelors. He had all the bike, but he was so magnanimous. Suppose my birthday is there, he present one bike, present Cutlet. His name is Menon. They used to call him Cutlet. I don't know why they call him Cutlet, but everybody knows him as Cutlet only. So Cutlet was there. Hari Rao, Satyanarayana, Baba, So about nearly 10 bikes were there, all big bikes only, all super bikes only. Nowadays we call all these super bikes. Those days, these bikes were the super bikes those days, all from right from 500 cc to 1000 cc. They had a sunbeam, sharp driven. Sunbeam also was there at those days. And I got accustomed to all these people. They were so friendly. I tell you one thing, I'm really gifted that I was born in the first generation people. That is the first generation people. They're so nice people. They're so helpful. Anything you ask, they will immediately tell you. They never had ego, nothing. I'm happy that I was born in that era where the first generation people were there. They were very, very happy, very helpful also. So, after some time, one day they told, I used to go only the weekends. Every day week, I can't ask my father to. So, my next house, there was a police person as a neighbor. He had a cycle, police cycle. You know, in the cycle, you have 22 inch, 24 inch, 26 inches cycle those days. And that used to be called the Humber cycle. He had that 26-inch cycle. I was too small. I can't sit on the seat and ride. So I used to put donkey pedal and then go on the cycle up to the Marina Beach and come back. So one day Dusty asked me, Babu, are you willing to come to the racetrack? We are all going to the racetrack in Solaram. It is about 30-35 kilometers. Are you willing to come? He asked me. I said, I don't know. I have to ask my father whether my father is willing to send me or not. So I went and told my father. Dusty asked me whether you are willing to come to the Solaram racetrack. We are going to have drag race because they are all British bikes and all the British cars used to be there. And a lot of people, Britishers also used to be there. So I went and told my father, will you take me or will you allow me to go on that with them? He said, are you going 30 kilometers up and down? My father thought twice. Then he consulted my mother, my elder brother, all these people. They said, my elder brother, elder sister, what daddy, you are spoiling him like this age itself, you are going motorcycling, all these things. He said, no. Let one person be adventurous. He said, the same word he said, let him follow his bliss. That is the word my father said. Whatever he likes, let him do. I will support him as long as I am earning and things like that. So he said, yes, please go. And I will drop you in Dusty's house. Dusty's house is in Dungabata, where that petrol bunk is there, that corner. Big house with the petrol bunk. That is their house. So he dropped me in the morning there. I sat in the car. They had a meeting also. So I sat in the car and went there. Showed our track. World War II abandoned track. That was the first time you see. It's a T track full of concrete. And lots of cars, British motorcycles. So many people were there. I didn't know what was happening also. So Dusty said, Babu, don't run this side and that side. Sit down in one place and watch what is happening. So he put me in one place and I sat down there. As his instructions, I obeyed whatever he told me. So I saw bikes going up and down, cars going up and down. The sound was so good that it was music to my ears. That sound was music to my ears. So in the evening, after everything was over, he brought me back. Then he rang up my father. That time no cell phone, only telephone. So he rang up my father's house. My father came and picked him. I went and slept in my house. I could not sleep. When I was sleeping, my bed was rotating, going round and round and round. The sound, it was bugging me and I couldn't sleep that night at all. That day I decided, okay, I also have to ride these bikes. I have to become a racer. Then I decided, I told my father, Daddy, I want to become a racer. You want to become a racer? What, man? You are hardly 10 years old and I was only about 25 kilos or 30 kilos, very light and small. He said, no. Then my parents being my elder brother, elder sister, I am the middle, and I had a younger brother, younger sister. My elder brother is a big professor He was the head of the department in NIT, highly qualified, PhD and things. He's done nuclear physics. He's all something else. And my sister also highly. He said, what about his education? He said, my father said, no, we'll think about it. I can go to school. No, not now. After you become little big, I'll take you there. Then, that time, there was a company called Scooter Needs in Chetpad. You know, Ega Theatre is there. Exactly opposite to that, there was a company called Scooter Needs. There was only, those days, only Lambretta scooter, Vespa, and Royal Enfield, Java, and Raju. Only these are the two-wheelers available in India. And slowly the moped came, Swega moped, which was made in Tirupati. So my father took me to that Scooter Needs. And because my father had a Lambretta, he used to service the scooter there. So the vehicle number is MSX 9786. I will never forget that number also. 9786 is the number of the Lambretta scooter which we had. So he took me there. The owner was Mr. Dwaraknath. So he told me, Dwaraknath, he wants to ride a motorcycle, he wants to ride a scooter, and what do you think about it? He said, no, he's too small to ride. He can't even stand and sit down on the scooter or motorcycle. Let him grow. I will help him do all these things. That time, you know, there's a school called Seva Sadan in Harrington Road, the lady school, Andhra school. That owner, his name is Pratap. He used to ride Lambretta scooters in the races. So the day when I went there, he had come from Italy. He had bought the Ancelotti kit. It's called Ancelotti kit for the Lambretta. A 150cc Lambretta can be developed into a 200cc, and that scooter will do close to 150, 160 kilometers, the Lambretta scooter. So he bought all the kit, the cylinder kit, carburetor, exhaust system. Because he was rich, he was able to go to Italy, get all these things, and they fixed it on that Lambretta scooter. So I was watching all these things, and all these people, you know, I told you, this Cutler, this Damu, Maya, all these people used to be there building this vehicle, so I'm helping Pratap. So that is how my journey started. Then I was sitting in the house. One day, there was a movie called Hatare. Anybody remembers the movie called Hatare? Yes. It was only for animals, and it was produced in US in South Africa. Hatare. That movie was in Chennai, in a theatre called Enfield. So my father booked tickets for the whole family to go to that movie. That day what I planned is, I am not going to the movie. Today somehow I have to ride the scooter. But nobody is there. Come on, let me take the scooter and ride in the Nandavan. So I pretended as if I was not well, my stomach is paining. I said, Daddy, I am not coming, my stomach is paining, I am not coming. He said, no, I booked tickets only for you children to have a see. It's a movie for the children. Atare. Then what he said, okay, you be here. So he left my elder sister in my house to look after me. So my elder sister was there in the house to look after me. The moment these people went to the movie, I went out, called all my friends. There's a big colony, all the same age. I called everybody, hey, come, today we are going to ride the scooter. So I brought the scooter. Slowly I pushed the scooter out onto the road. I was not able to sit. So they put two stones this side and that side so that I was able to hold it. I knew these people, when they used to race, they used to push start the scooter. So I said, my boys, you push the scooter, I will start the vehicle. So they pushed it, I put it on second gear, vehicle started. Immediately, open throttle. Everybody got scared. And went for a round and came back, stopped there and kept against the leg, and my boys all, they helped me. By the time, these fellows all, wow, they were started shouting now. My sisters thought, what some noise is coming out. She came back. She said, oh, scooter. I am from Andhra Pradesh. She said, hey, Babu, look at this fellow, scooter. She started shouting it. No, nothing. No, I will let the daddy come, I'll tell. Bring the scooter and keep it inside. I said, no, you go. I pushed one again. So I took each one, everybody for a ride in the scooter. Then my sister, she somehow came and caught me, said, please come and park the vehicle. So I put the scooter. She said, wait, let daddy come and tell that you take the scooter. So all my friends, they got scared. They all ran off. And I was sitting there, movie finished. Again, I had my dinner and then pretended as if I was sleeping. So my father came. First thing my sister went and told my father. This fellow took the scooter out and he was riding the scooter along with his friends. I thought today, my father, you know, I am from a very conservative family. We used to put my father vesti only, you know, Pajagantam vesti and jubba. My father used to wear only, and he used to wear a belt for that this. So I said today my father is going to take the belt out, finished today I thought. So I was sleeping, I could hear my sister telling everything to my father. My father kept quiet, he never disturbed me. Next day morning I got up, I didn't know whether I should get up and go to the school or not. So then I got up, I saw my father, he said, Kara, let me tell you. Scooter తీసుకెళ్ళావా నిన్న డోలారా scooter. I kept quiet, I never opened my mouth. I said, అవును డాడీ. Scooter తీసుకెళ్ళావు. That he started telling me. Then I could see my father, the pride in it, the face go, I could see it. Aha, oh my son started riding. You know, when you feel joy, you can feel the face changing. So I saw the pride in my father. That is, oh, he was so proud that my son is riding the scooter and things like that. I thought, belted or finished cane in all that. Then he said, then he put my hand, come, show me how you rode, he said. Immediately I called all my friends. Because I can't put my leg down. Demonstrably. There's a tree, still the tree is there, that neem tree is still there. So my friends immediately bought and kept the stone, brought the scooter there, and kept it. My father was standing there. Immediately, my friends, they know how to start, how to push, and I know how to start it. So went down and came back. My father came and said, very good, very good, I'm very happy, but you know, it's very dangerous, you're too small, so you should not take the scooter out on the main road and things like that. All these things, full advice he gave. He was very happy. My mother, my brothers, all they thought this thing finished. Today this fellow is going to get back. But nothing happened that day. So that was the turning point in my life. So my father said, yes, my son is going to become something. Then what happened is, every time there used to be 3 papers in India. Hindu, Indian Express, Mail. I don't know how many people know that. There was an evening paper called Mail. So my father used to say, go buy Mail and come. And there was a shop, small shop near the area. I said, Daddy, shall I take the scooter and go buy the Mail? No. See, I used to only wait for an opportunity to take the scooter. My mother says, go buy something, please. Mom, I'll take the scooter. Now, I'm experiencing that today. I taught my granddaughter how to ride a scooter. So my granddaughter said, Tata, you want anything? I'll go. How will you go? I'll take the scooter and go. So I remembered what I was doing. My granddaughter, yesterday I went to Trichy there for yesterday to bring my motorcycle. I said, Dami, don't take the scooter. I got a license also, the learner's license. I said, don't take the scooter anywhere. When I'm there, I'll sit behind you, take the scooter anywhere you want. No, why are you so scared? I can ride the scooter and go. Why are you scared? She is now teaching me. This generation is different. She doesn't want to listen to me. So I said, don't take the scooter out till I come back. So she said, Tata, I won't take it out. I'll keep it there only after you come. I said, when you go to the college, you ride the scooter, I sit behind, I'll drop you in the college, come back again after. So I will give you good practice on the traffic. So all these things happen. Now, what happened those days, I was recollecting. I also used to do the same thing. Take the scooter and go there and come. Then what happened? I slowly became 15, 16 years old. I somehow finished my plus 2. That is, those days it was SSLC, not plus 2, but SSLC. So I finished my SSLC. Then I said, Daddy, I'm not going to go to the college. What are you going to do? No, I'm going to become an automobile engineer. I want to become automobile. So he took me again to Dwarak. He said, Dwarak, this fellow wants to learn about automobile, scooters and motorcycles and things. You do whatever you want with him. I'm handing over this fellow to you. He said, don't worry, I'll take care. Then I have to become 18 years to get a license. Those days it was very strict. Unless you are 18, you can't get a license. Even you can't get a learner's license also. Now you can be even at 15 years you can get a learner's license. But then it was, you have to be 18 years to get a learner's license. So he said, until you get a license, you're not going out. So I was waiting only when the 18 comes. The moment the 18 came, that time it was the commissioner office in Egmore. There was no RTO office now. So you have to go there, put age and show them and get the license. So I got the license immediately. Those days the learner's license was up to 3 rupees and the license, whole license was 15 rupees or something only. And when I was riding the scooter, you know what was the cost of the petrol? Anybody can guess?
1.25. 1.25.
1 rupee. 1 rupee was the liter petrol.
Only 2 zeros.
1 rupee petrol. So, as I grew, then I got the license and things like that. Then my brother bought the Java 250. So I used to bully him and take the bike and go ride. And my father had account. Now you have Indian Oil, HP and BP. Those days, EXO, EXSO, Burma Shell, Caltex, they're all British petrol bunks in Chennai. So we used to have account in the Burma Shell. So I used to go fill up and go roam there and there. Bill used to come for 30 rupees. Father was like, what? 30 rupees you spend for petrol? Well, 30 rupees, you know, that day was a big money. He said, you have spent 30 rupees of petrol for this month. 1 month, 30 rupees. The account came on that bike number. So 30 rupees he used to scold me. What you are burning fuel at this 30 rupees. So that started. Then they sold our race train. Government said, now you got license, I will prepare a scooter for you. For you to only go and practice. You are not going to race against everybody because all the other races they have got kits and everything. You only have to get used to the track and how you want to ride. I said okay. So I went and asked my father, give me your Lambda scooter. Hey, how will I go back to my office? He said, you go by train, you go by auto, you go by bus, whatever you want cycle, but you give me your scooter. So I got the scooter, I took it. I only stripped it fully. You know, you have to strip the full body, kit, everything. I did everything and the whole scooter became a skeleton. Then I called my father and showed, see how he is. He said, where's my scooter? I said, this is your scooter. Alright, Baba, what have you done? He went and told Baba, hey, maybe you open this. No. Next week, you have to remove everything. You have to lighten the scooter down. So they all were going to the racetrack. They used to put the scooters on the van. You know the van those days, tempo, 3-wheeler tempo, 2-stroke. It used to go. Anybody remember that tempo? Answer, Bajaj tempo. That only. And going to from Chennai to the racetrack and back, they used to charge 30 rupees in those days. So I said, put my scooter also inside. They took it there. Then they taught me. That time, only ordinary pant, ordinary shirt, or small gloves. There was no riding gears at all. You never see riding gears. My first helmet I bought, I don't know you people, this ECR road was not there. It was only OMR road. Those days, there used to be a company called Concord in OMR.
OMR.
OMR. There used to be a company called
Metukupam.
Concord.
Arai.
They used to make this Arai helmet here. This Arai helmet was made in 1960 in Chennai in OMR road. So I went and bought my first helmet there. You know what is the cost of the helmet? 25 rupees. 25 rupees Arai helmet. I bought that. That is It will be like that policeman's helmet. And then these British people, they had that goggles. I don't know what is the name of the goggle, I forgot the name.
Stadium.
Huh?
Stadium.
Stadium, no, that, it used to have that.
The flying goggles.
Ah.
Yeah. It was,
It used to have one like this, one like this, for the racing. Mike Haywood, all these people used to wear only those goggles. So that goggles, the British people gave me the helmet, 25 rupees helmet, ordinary shoes, something. I went around the track. I was so scared to ride the scooter because everything is open. You can see the wheel running in front, small wheel, going into the corner, wheel is going like this. So, Governor said, you're not racing, only get used to the scooter. Get the feel on the track, and then where you have to brake, all these things they taught me. So I went round and round and round till the petrol was over. So I was so happy that day. That was in 1968. I said, yes, I will ride the scooter. So the Solaram race came. You know, Solaram race was a festival in Chennai. People from all over Chennai, all over India used to come to Chennai. There used to be special buses from every depot. That means Adyar depot, the Tiruvallur depot, Tinagar, Mambalam used to come, Tinagar, Anna Nagar, here, there. Everywhere buses used to come, triplicate. Solaram special buses used to go. The government used to organize because they have to leave here at least by 4:30, 5 o'clock to reach Solaram. And reach Solaram, it used to be a line of vehicles going. And the roads are all so narrow. You can't keep overtaking here and there. So it will take at least 2-3 hours those days to go to Solaram. And all the buses used to come. Auto rickshaws. I've seen people in cycle rickshaw also used to. It used to be the festival of speed. There was nothing else in Chennai, no other entertainment. So everybody used to come there. You know, if I tell you, you'll be surprised. There used to be 70,000 people watching the race. Casually, we'll see, no? Stands. 70,000 people used to be watching the race. And I've got photographs with me. I never brought it. From there, if you take a photograph, there'll be only the buses and the cars and the motorcycles will be parked all over. You can never see anything else, only the roof on the gathering. You know? And coming back from Solaram, it used to be a race for everybody. But they can't go fast because the traffic is there. The first race I rode, I came somewhere around 5th or 6th somewhere. There are about 15 to 20 scooters in the grid. What my people told me is, be very careful, you are not winning or you are not racing against anybody. You go get used to the people when you are there racing with you. You have to get that atmosphere, that they are overtaking here, there, all these things you have to learn. So we used to be very obedient and we used to take instruction from the elders. We used to obey their instruction. We never used to, nowadays if you say something, no, I know, why are you telling me? Like that people. Those days we never used to utter one word against the elders also. So we listened to them. I rode the scooter. I came 4th or 5th somewhere or other. I was very happy. None of my parents came to the race. My father, my mother, sister, everybody was at them. I'm wondering why they are not. They are sitting in front of the God and praying. My son should come back safely. And when I came back from the Solaram, my mother and my sister, they were waiting with the coconut and the karpuram, no? The drishti. Those days they took drishti and put it in the coconut. That was the way it happened. Now even in the last race also, same thing they do. They say, we don't want you to win the race, but you go, come back safe. So 1 year passed. Slowly, I bullied my brother. I got the Java. I said, scooter is very slow. First race itself, I thought scooter is very slow because all the other vehicles are going fast. I said, I have to ride the Java. So immediately took the Java and went and entered the Java next year, 1970s. Then I came second because those days The race were all concurrent. The 350 and the 250 was one race, concurrent race. So the Bullets used to win and the Javas used to come second. So that year one Bullet was in the front of me. I couldn't overtake him because he was fast. I came second. I said, okay, second has come. At least something. For the first time itself, second has come. I said, okay, fine. By the time what happened, my father said, we are having some financial problem. I want to sell up the motorcycle. I said, okay, sell it off. So there is no motorcycle, there is no scooter also. The scooter also they sold it because after the races. All my friends, I became a hero between my friends. So everybody else, see, I come from a very ordinary family, conservative family. We never had cars or bikes or things like that. So my friend Raja Ramnath, he had a big patch. See, Nandanam is there. Around me, all the Maharajas were there. This side, M.A. Kedam Chettiar, then Bhogli Raja, Raja of Vijayanagaram, Patapuram Raja, Raja of Ramnath. So they all became very friendly. And Raja of Ramnath's son said, that time, that Bose name became little famous. Because I have to give entry on the name of Subhash Chandra Bose. So my friend Raja of Ramnath, he said, no, this year you ride my bike. Then I said, okay, let me prepare that bike. So the Java I prepared. Again, second year also I came second. I said, what is this Java? That is also slow. The Bullet is going so fast, I'm not able to overtake the Bullet. I said, no. Next year I will have to ride the Bullet only. So my friend Narayanan, Lakshmi Narayanan, he had a 1968 model Bullet, that heavy clank driving. That bike used to be a freak bike. That used to do 130, 140 effortlessly. And it had Amal carburetor, Amal molar block carburetor, that 68 model, and it was a full G2 engine. He came along with me yesterday to Trichy. He was supposed to go to Canada, and I said, I'm going to Trichy to get my bike. He said, I'll also come. He cancelled his program because his passport was not ready. So we both were talking yesterday about all these things. I came back yesterday on my bike, I came back. Then I went to the grid. 30 bikes on the grid. And I did qualifying, I did very well. So I was in the front grid. But I was a little scared. I said, so many bikes are there behind me. This race I have to win. So the race started. My bike was a freak bike. First U-turn I took. Coming back, when you take a U-turn, you can see the bike coming inside. I said, why so many bikes are coming so late? I took that first left-hander, second U-turn, then going straight U-turn. The straight was a long straight, nearly 1 kilometer straight. So by the time I finished one lap and came and took the first U-turn, and there was no any other bike. I said, what happened to other bikes? They are all so slow that they were not able to catch me. And my blood was, so strong. I said, yes, this race I have to win. So I went, that was a 4-lap race. I finished in one full straight spin. That is, checkered flag is here. When I turn back, that U-turn, the bikes are not there. So that is the lead I got. So everybody suspected that something is wrong with the bike. There used to be rules and regulations. But nothing. I only rode a stock bike. We never knew anything technical. We never knew what is the cam, what is the piston, what is the valve. Nothing we knew. We know only to ride a motorcycle. That's all. So everybody said, no, this bike is sounding different. What is this like? Stock bike. Those days, the races were Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning. 2 days races. So all the small races will finish on Saturday. Sunday the Grand Prix will be there. All my friends said, hey, your bike is going so nicely. You enter the Grand Prix. I said, no, Grand Prix, 50 laps. I don't know whether the bike will last. And second thing, when I sat on the Bullet, I was a little scared because I was riding the Java, brakes on the right. This one had brakes on the left gear. And I had a doubt whether I'd be able to ride with it. The moment I sat on the bike, mind, concentration, everything changed. And then I rode very smoothly, perfectly all right. Everybody clapped. And then all my British friends, they all came and said, hey, Babu, you have done very good. Very good race. That day I didn't know. I was on cloud 9 that day. I didn't know what was happening also. Then the scrutiny was done. They said, no, we stopped. Everything stopped. That's all. So next they said, enter the Grand Prix. I said, no. let me go step by step. I shouldn't jump into conclusion and go into that. And I won the race here. Tomorrow, if I lose the race tomorrow, they'll say, boss, one on luck. So I didn't want to go there. I said, for that race, we practiced next week, prepared the bike next year. So 1974, 73, I won the first race on the Royal Enfield. 74, I entered the open race. There you put all the cabs, valves, things like that, light the bike, put 100 octane petrol, high compression piston. All these things came from England and things like that. Because all these English people know, they said no, we'll get you everything. They got everything, the cams, the piston, high compression, headlight, high compression, 10:1. For that I needed 100 octane fuel. Where to go for 100 octane? My friends are all flying in the flight club. So I used to go along with them, get 5 liters of 100 octane. The fuel used to be green in color. Green in color. It's 100. It used to be called 130, 100. Downgraded, 130 downgraded to 100. No lead at all. Because all the pushbacks used to fly on those fuel. So we put 100 octane fuel, and then my bike started sounding different, exhaust, megaphone exhaust system, clip-ons, things like that. So I won the Grand Prix, short race and the Grand Prix. That was the Grand Prix 50-lap race. Comfortably I won. The same bike which I rode in 73. That was a little, I don't know, it's a freak motorcycle. It was flying, nobody was able to catch me. That time, factory had a team, Royal Enfield had a team on the grid. They used to ride the Crusaders in the 175 class, and the Bullets also. Bullet Bose used to ride the Bullet, Bhaskar Rao. He used to call, they named him after the name Bullet Bose. So he won the first Grand Prix actually on the previous year. So 74 race, I won. I beat Bose and the factory team. So factory people, they said, oh, what, this bike is going like this. So we should allow him. Our factory is getting a bag then, because only factory bikes should win. I'm a private one. Similarly, Java used to have a factory team. Factory riders used to come. Rustam Harvardi, Lakshman Rao, Irani, all the Iranians used to come and race as a racer. They used to race the factory bikes, and all the private were Java. 50 bikes used to be on the grid. Everybody used to like the Java. Bullets, only 30 bikes used to be there. And Rajduts, about maybe 25 Rajduts. So this first Grand Prix I won in 74. So immediately the factory people approached me. They said, would you like to come and ride for the factory? So I didn't know whether to say yes or no. I said, I'll let you know in a day or two, I'll go and consult. So I told my friends, I told my parents, I never had a bike. Factory is offering a bike for me. They said they'll take care of everything. I said, this is a very good chance. They said, don't let your chance go. Opportunity strikes only once. If you let this opportunity go, you won't know what's going to happen. So they took me to the managing director, Mr. S.R. Subramanian. He used to be called Aya. They used to call him Aya. He always wears white pant, white shirt, 6-footer. Then he said, he tapped me, he said, Boss, you have done a very good job. You have been the Bullets very nicely. We are very happy to take you to the team. Bhaskar Rao will be there, you will be there. Prithvi Bavaja, he used to ride the 175 class. Uday Pal, then 2-3 other riders were there. So factory had a very big team, Royal Enfield team. And we used to go to the factory. Factory gave us a separate place for preparing the racing bikes. So I used to go every day morning there, prepare the bike, do that. Those days in that Manali road, there was no Tamil road, Kaka road. The roads were empty. That was like our racetrack only. So we used to test all the bikes, do the running and everything there. And then we used to go to the racetrack. 76th race. 75 also I won, 76th race. I'm going to the grid. All the gears are all fixed. Going to the grid. Prithvi Bavaja is our team manager. So he came and told me just before I'm leaving to the grid. He said, Babu, you are not overtaking Bhaskar. Bhaskar is our first rider. You are only the second rider. You are not supposed to overtake Bhaskar Rao. I don't know what was happening. My blood went to my brain. And it became so hot. I said, what is this? Is this a race or what is it? I never knew there was some team instruction, team this thing and all. So I said, okay. I went, bikes lined up, bike started. I took off so fast. That means my blood was still boiling. So I rode like a mad fellow and I was leading the race. Last lap, that is it's a 4-lap race. Last lap I took the U-turn, I saw Bhaskar coming in the opposite direction. I said the instruction was not to overtake it. What should I do? So I opened throttle after the U-turn and closed the throttle. I coaxed the bike. By the time Bhaskar came and overtook me, and then I finished the race. Everybody in the factory, that is, everybody was watching this. They all came and asked me, what happened to your bike? What happened to your bike? No, I said throttle got stuck. Right? Because there was an instruction that you should not overtake Bhaskar. So I had to obey the instruction what my manager had told me. If there was somebody else, they would have done something else. But I obeyed him, shut throttle, made Bhaskar win. Everybody was happy. Then we went to the factory. All the workers, they put the garland, and he was there. All big function. Royal Enfield used to celebrate it. I got photographs of all these things. I forgot to bring all these things. It was like this. If you are going to ask me to tell the story, I would have bought all the photographs. So 76 race. What I did is, this was a 4-lap race. It's a Grand Prix there. There I will show them who I am. So they were all happy that I gave Bhaskar the chance to win. Grand Prix started 50-lap race. I took off so badly that I was leading the race. Around the 15th lap or 20th lap, Bhaskar went off himself. He didn't want to come second or third or something like that. He went off himself. So I won the race comfortably. Comfortably I won. Next day morning, MD calls me to his house. Why did you overtake Bhaskar Rao? I didn't know what to say. I said, sorry sir, I didn't know I wanted to win the race. Something blabbering I was saying. I couldn't open my mouth because MD is sitting there in his house in Alorpet. Morning itself he called me, Pretty Boy, everybody told Bose won the race. He won the race by this thing, Bhaskar Rao came because he didn't want to come second or third. Because Bhaskar's name was very big those days. They gave him a title, Bullet Bose. Then he said, no, you shouldn't do all this. Next year, we will prepare only one bike. You ride one race, Bhaskar Rao will ride one race. That's this thing they had. Then what happened? The factory went on strike. All our racing bikes are inside the factory. So races are coming. Around December, I didn't know what. My friends are asking, what are you going to ride this year race? What are you going to do? I said, no bike. What to do? We don't know. Then everybody said, why don't you go and meet the MD? He will give you some solution. So I went there, stood in front of him like this. The races are coming. Bikes are all in the factory. What to do? He said, boss, I can't help you. The workers are all sitting outside the gate. Factory is on strike. They will not allow you inside. I can't help you. What to do? I said, don't worry, sir. You give me one letter to the security saying that boss wants to take his bike. If you are willing to give, please help him and give the bike. He gave a letter. MD gave me a letter. So I took the letter and I had lot of hope. And I took a tempo from here itself, thinking that I will get the bike. So went there to Tiruvallur, parked the tempo that side, and that lane. And we got to Tiruvallur. That lane is a small lane. So I went walked there. All the workers were all sitting there with all the red flags, strike going on. They saw me. Boss sir, what everything? Because they all know me because they called me the previous year. No sir, race was the full review. That means they say races are coming. What are you going to do? நீங்கள் மனசில் நினச்சாங்கன்னா நான் ரேஸ் ஓட்டுவேன். இதுதான் காரணம். I said, if you think I have to race, please help me. So the workers, the union leaders and all those people, the committee, they went and discussed something. And then they came to me. They said, எப்படி சார் வண்டி கொடுக்குறது? இல்லை ஐயா லெட்டர் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. They saw the letter. Oh, ஐயா லெட்டர் கொடுத்துருக்காரா? Everybody used to call him ஐயா. So much of respect used to have. Nobody used to call him as MD or SR Subramani. ஐயா letter. Then these people went and discussed. They went and gave that letter to the security people. Most are வண்டி வந்து அவர் கொடுங்க. And yes, people were sitting there, like they are all my mechanics who are also sitting there, who used to prepare my racing bike. So these union leaders said, "Both are written well, I'm not going to get today." You know what they told me? Sir, we are giving you this bike because we don't want the Java to beat the bullets. We want you to keep the flag flying high, Royal Enfield flag flying high. So, because Java was gunning to beat the bullets, they also prepared a 350 Java to beat the bullets. And the gunning was, somehow we have to beat Subhash Chandra Bose. So, these people said, sir, we are giving you this bike only to keep the flag flying high. The Royal Enfield flag should always fly high. You should not allow the Java to beat. That was another big burden on me. I didn't know what to do. Okay, I took the bike, I prayed to God. I believe in God, so I do all these things. Right, went there, prepared the bike, went and won the race. Everybody was happy. So after that, after 1976, there was no looking back at all. I kept on reading the Royal Enfield class, till the RD350 came. RD350 came in 84. Then they said RD350 and the Royal Enfield same class. I said, how is it possible? That's a two-stroke bike. That fellow will spin circles around the Royal Enfield. I said, not possible. So they said, okay, this year we'll keep Royal Enfield race separate, 350 safe separate. Then we said, no, don't bother. You keep the Royal Enfield and the RD350. I said, okay, let me go and ride the Bullet RD350. The Yamaha factory, they gave me my first bike in Chennai. You know how much the RD350 was? 35,000 rupees. The RD350, the first motorcycle it was delivered to me. So I prepared the RD350. Everybody was happy. You know why? They said, Bose's era is going to end soon. Because he was riding the 4-stroke and he was riding the bike which was having the brakes on the left, the gears on the right. RD350 is a wild motorcycle, it's a 2-stroke, he can't handle it. Everybody was thinking that same thing because the news was spreading everywhere that Bose is going to get wallop this time on the race track. Because everybody was gunning for me. Because there was no look back. I was winning. Everybody wanted to gun me down. So I prepared the RD350 with great difficulty. 2-stroke is a different ball game. 4-stroke preparing is different. In fact, I wanted to tell you one more thing. When I was preparing the 4-stroke, the power started developing. And you know, an engine is a big pump, air pump. The more the air you pump it, the more the power is going to come. But more air means just simply the air should not go. It should go with good velocity. You know, a simple example, a Coca-Cola bottle you take, you put a straw, ordinary straw. You do this, Coke will come. You put a big straw, what will happen? What will happen when you put a big straw? People think more Coke will come. You have to suck the Coke.
Yeah.
You have to, in a small straw, do this, the Coke will come. Here, you have to do this, that only. So you should not allow the engine to strain. The air should go in a velocity. You do coating on the head. you make more air to go inside, more fuel, more power. So what I did, we had constrained, the inlet valve was small. I used to go to the airport to collect the fuel. I used to see discarded engines, the push-bug engines. They have big valves, sodium-filled valve. In Royal Enfield, the exhaust valve used to get burnt because it was not made for road. See, all these bikes are all made for road. It was not meant to race at all. So we were only putting power inside with the same component. The motorcycle is meant only to develop 18 bhp. That is all the construction of the crankshaft, the piston, the valve, all these things are built for one particular power only. When we start building up all these things, everything starts breaking. So the exhaust valve used to get burnt in the Royal Enfield because of the heat. The more the power, the more heat. So I grounded the push-bug valve and put it on my bike because it had sodium inside. Why that sodium is to cool the valve. So we did that, and my bike was doing 100 miles per hour on the stage. And we used to run a concurrent race those days. All the RD 350s, I mean not that RD 350, the TZ 250, TZ 350, Norton Manx, Honda 400, 450 Honda, that's all. It's called, nice name it had, that Honda. All these bikes used to run. It was I entered the open class also on the Bullet. And the Norton Manx 500cc. That bike was very fast. I used to tail that motorcycle on my Bullet. My bike used to do 100 miles per hour, and that fellow was slight edge. I could not even touch his rear tire also. That bike was, it's a 500cc, mine is a 350. And that bike had that edge. I somehow wanted to beat the Norton Manx. I couldn't do it at all in the track. He was always in the front, and I used to be only on the tail. I did some shift steering, doing all sorts of things. Nothing happened. That bike was really very fast. So that is the story I wanted to tell you. Then I switched to RD350. Everybody said, we'll see what Bose is going to do. The race started. That is the time. There were no tires in India. We had only Dunlop, Firestone. There were only 2 tires for Royal Enfield in the 19th size. So MRF came into action. They wanted to enter racing. So Maman Maple is the chairman, managing director of MRF. Those days, MRF used to be called Mansfield. It was not MRF. Later on only they changed to MRF. It's called Mansfield. So they wanted to enter racing. And I've already won 2-3 Grand Prix. So they came and approached me. We wanted to test these tires, and we want you to use this MRF tire, Mansfield tire. So we went to the racetrack. We took Java, Rajdoot, all these bikes, put these tires. We put competitive tires also. Firestone, Dunlop, Universal, all these things. 50 laps clockwise, 50 laps anti-clockwise. We rode. The MRF tire was only on solid rubber. There was no flexibility on the tire. So you used to judder. Brake means you use judder. Cornering, now no grip. Braking, no grip. I said, no, sorry, we can't use these tires. We lose our race. I was doing 2 minutes, 1 minute 58 seconds on the racetrack. After putting this, we went up 2 minutes 50 seconds, 2 minutes 20 seconds, all these things. I said, no, your tires are not good. That is the time Isle of Man TT was won by the Dunlop tire for the British bikes. So it is called Dunlop TT100. I don't know whether you know that, Dunlop TT100. So my friends were coming from England. They bought these tires, Dunlop TT100. 419, 418, 319. That is the size they bought. They gave it to me. The moment I put the tires, I cut 5 seconds down my sliding. I kept 1 minute 52 seconds. The tires were flexible. it, whatever command I used to give, they used to listen to that. Braking was so good. Of course, on the Bullet, after 10 laps, no brakes. It used to be like a hard, no braking at all. We used to stop the bike only by the shifting gears. So this Dunlop TD100 gave fantastic performance. 1 minute 52 seconds, the lap record I did for the Bullet. And bike was doing 100 miles per hour on the straight line. And cornering, very good cornering, braking, no juggling. So these MRF people saw these tires. I said, tire means it should be like this, not like your tire. So they said, why don't you give this tire, we'll go and check what compound, because they didn't know, they did not know the tire technology. I gave them these tires, Dunlop TT100. They took the tires, they checked all the compound, all these things, and then they made this Zappa tire. That was the first time they made the Zappa tire. Now it's coming on the MRF, Zappa. So what happened? First set of tires they gave me to be fitted on the RD350. The Zappa tire. I was the first fellow to fit the Zappa tire on the RD350. I will show you the photographs. First race, there is no MRF sticker, nothing. Only my company name was there. I went and rode, came first. The next Grand Prix, all the MRF winners they came, they put sticker on my crank, on my bike, they put a tunic with MRF, everywhere MRF only. I said, what are you doing? No, because first day they never had confidence that their tire will win or I will win. So the moment I won the race, the first race, the Grand Prix, they came and put everything on my bike. All MRF, I'll show you the difference between the first race and the second race. So again, I won the 350 Grand Prix. Everybody was shocked. So, whether it was a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke, you only have to apply your mind. And see, I'm an automobile engineer. I do research on automobile. I was picked up from the track by the Royal Enfield people to come and join Royal Enfield. I told my father, Daddy, I got a job with Royal Enfield. So I go, where is Royal Enfield company? In Tiruvuttur. Tiruvuttura. No, you are not going. No, those days, the Tiruvuttur used to be a village and people never used to travel out. My father said, no, you are not going to Royal Enfield. Then what happened? The chairman of the racing committee, Mr. Muthukrishnan, he was running this carburetor company. It was called Carburetors Limited. It was on Mount Road next to LAC. It is only 5 kilometers from my house. So I used to go by cycle and come back. So he said, no, you can go and join there. So I went and joined there in the R&D and my career started there. And I retired. I joined in 1968. I retired in 2008. 40 years I worked only in one company. My profession became my passion became my profession. Because we had all the chassis dyno, engine dyno, we used to supply carburetors for all the manufacturers in India. Of course, there was only Java and Raju, Lambert scooter, Vespa, this Vega, that moped, and Ambassador, Fiat and Jeep, Villiers Jeep. So, I got a very good job where my company gave me free hands. He said, do whatever you want. And I used to go to all the manufacturers now. In the 70s, I will tell you, I hope I'm not boring you. In the 70s, the Villiers Jeep was there. Mahindra was making Villiers Jeep.
Left and right.
They used to operate only in the Himalayas. Right from Chandigarh to Manali, Rohtan Pass, all these places. It was running with our carburetor, the Solex. We had collaboration with Solex carburetor. As you climb up the altitude, the mixture becomes lean because of the air. So the jeeps were struggling. From Manali to Rohtan Pass itself was a struggle because it was a steep climb to Rohtan Pass. From there again, you go down, again you come back. So they wanted a solution to make sure that the jeeps operate from Manali up to Leh Ladakh and come back peacefully. So I went and worked along with them. Way back in the 70s, our base was in Manali. First thing, make sure that their jeeps climb the Rohtan Pass. The climb was so steep, from nowhere to 5,000 feet you climb. So we, along with the Solex, we developed a capsule called altitude corrector. Those days the main jet all used to be outside. So you remove the main jet and fix the altitude corrector with that. As the vehicle goes up, there will be a needle, it will make the mixture leak. And the vehicle used to go comfortably, the Villiers Jeep. So we tested all these things there. Then when it came to price, this was little expensive. They said, no, this altitude corrector is very expensive. We can't spend so much money. Give some other alternative suggestion. So what we did is, I gave one suggestion. We will come and tune your vehicles which are going to operate from Manali to Rohtan Pass, one setting. From Rohtan Pass to the other place, one setting. From there, Bangalore to Leh, one setting, like that. So, we used to give different carburetor setting. The jettings were different. And the solution was very easy. There was no price increase at all. You get my point? So, the jeeps were, and we told them, vehicles which are running from Manali Road Pass, they have to be only in this sector. The other sector is a different setting. So they were all very happy. Mahindra company was very happy. That was my first job, first assignment in Yukon when I joined. Then after that we came to Swega moped. One of the best mopeds in India, fastest moped in India. It was a French moped. Technology was so much advanced, they used to have Newcastle coating in the block. Newcastle coating means aluminum block. Inside Newcastle coating, now only you have it on R15 and things like that. So you only push the piston, there is no reboard. And it will not wear out at all. Newcastle coating, in fact my Royal Enfield bike has got Newcastle coating. Those fellows, after the collaboration was over, they left all the machineries here. So I went and asked them, can you do me Newcastle coating? Because the block is aluminium, you have a casting steel inside. So the block is heavy. So they casted a aluminium cylinder with correctly 50 microns gap between the piston and the... So my bike is done about nearly 10,000 kilometers, Newcastle coating. It revs beautifully, it gives very good mileage, good power. There is no reboring at all. So the technology was there in 1970s itself in India by Swega. Then I rode the RD350, won the first race. First RD350 race itself I won. Then the second year I came second, third. Then Solar Run was over by 1989. The races were over because the army wanted the racetrack, with the airfield. It was an abandoned airfield. They used to test Vijayan tank, which was made in Avli. The tanks used to be tested there. So they came and tested the track. The tested track got deteriorated because the tank is going, it got warped. All the surface became very bad. That is the time when MMSC said we will buy some land and build a track. So that is how the Sri Perambudur track came. Then I rode in the Sri Perambudur track for till 94. It was inaugurated in 1990. Then up to 94 I rode. Then by the time I wanted to retire, I got married in 1976. Behind every man's luck and this thing, a lady is there. So my wife, who came and married me in 76, you know why my wife married? I never saw my wife till the day of marriage. She was born in Ambala. They are with the Air Force, they are in the district Air Force. So they used to go from Ambala to Pathankot, then Bhuj, then Pune, finally they were in Pune. So my father wanted me to get married. I said, no, I'm racing, I don't want to get married. My father got angry. He said, what is this? Then he went and told my mother. My mother said, whatever you wanted, your father gave you. Now your father wants you to get married. Why don't you satisfy him? I said, okay, Dad, you go and see any girl you want. I will marry her. I will not see the girl till the day of my marriage. So my father went and saw this girl because this girl is from the army and air force. So the moment she saw my name, Subhash Chandra Bose, yes, I want to marry only him. Only by the name, she also never saw me, I also never saw her. Only that name attracted her because they are all patriotic people. Subhash Chandra Bose. How I got this name? My grandfather was working with Indian National Army in the Subhash Chandra Bose regime. So he wanted one of the grandsons to have the same name. So that's how I got this name. So I wanted to satisfy my father because whatever I asked, my father got me. So my mother said, why don't you satisfy him, get married? So in 76 I got married. So my wife was the pillar of my success. Today if I am sitting here, it's all because of her. Of course she's no more. She passed away 10 years back. So she's no more. But every time she used to support me, do everything for me. So when I wanted to retire, I've got a daughter and a son. My wife said, everybody what they say, oh, motorcycle racing is dangerous. No, when this fellow won't stop racing. And I said, I want to retire. My wife said, no, you're not retiring. I said, for what? Everybody is cursing me, why Bose is always winning the race. I don't want to race anymore. I want to retire. Until your son knows what racing is, you cannot retire. He's now only growing up, he's coming and see you. You're his hero. Now he has to understand what racing is. Till then you are not retiring. See what a wife I have. See, when I wanted to retire, she never allowed me to retire. She said, no, your son has to understand what racing is. So I put him on the race in 1994 when he took all the Royal Enfield, Madras Bulls. He took all the bikes there. Everybody came and raced. My son also raced there. Then I gave him the TVS motorcycle. Then when he was racing, I was feeling scared. What happened? Really? Father getting that distinct goosebumps. Whether this will come safe, whether he fall down, what will happen? Then I told my wife, no, 1 year motorcycle racing is enough. I'll put him in the car, safe. See, when I used to race, same thing, my father and mother were thinking, when this will come back home, what injuries? Same thing happened to me. When my son was racing the bike, I was scared. So I put him on the cars. He won the national championship with the cars. So he became a national champion. Everything is okay. When I was racing, when my children was there, everybody instigated by wife. What, your husband is a very good racer. Why don't you race? That's all. Immediately my wife said, I'll race a scooter. So she came and raced the scooter, the solar races. And after that, my son became the champion. My daughter, their first go-kart was the go-kart, the kart attack in that festival. So my daughter came and learned the go-karting. She became the first national championship in go-karting. So my family itself is a racing family. I wish my daughter, everybody, we all, it's a very cultural family where we did racing in my house. So my granddaughter now, I told her, you don't think of racing, I don't want you to go. Because, I'll tell you, with 500 rupees in my pocket, I used to go and race. Now, even if you have 5 lakhs, you can't race. It becomes so expensive. I can't afford, I'm already retired. I'm living on a pension. So, I told my son, don't have that idea you want to go and race. I'll take you, you go to the go-kart, do everything, all these things, but you're not going on the race track. No, you don't worry, my mama will support me. That is mama means my son. Mama will support me, I will do the racing. My son runs a big team called Team Performance. They are the national championship for the past 10 years, from 2010 onwards. All the racing cars they have, different categories. They got a big garage here on this road, about maybe 2-3 kilometers from performance racing. They do car modifications and things like that. So this is how the racing career started. Then I switched on from bikes to cars. I drove the 800. First, I won the race. Then I said 800 is too small. Then I shifted to ST 1300cc. Won the car races there. Then after that, I gave my car to my son, and he won the national championship and things like that. So this is how my journey started. I think, what's the time now? Oh, how many hours have we spoken now? 10 o'clock. I hope I have not bored you.
No, sir. No, sir.
All my story, I have told you in inch and inch everywhere, whatever happened. And I am very grateful to Royal Enfield people. We are Ravi, please come here, boss. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Then I will tell you the next story. This is all racing. After 30 years of racing, I said, okay, now let me go and do some riding on the road. So I bought a standard Bullet. I joined the club, Madras Bulls. I'm proud to be a member of the Madras Bulls. There was Dodo, there was Ranga, there was Ajit, where's our friend? Then Bala, all these people. The club was in one Bala's office. I don't know whether you remember.
Hari.
No. It was in Bala's office.
Hari.
Hari. Out of mind, out of sight, out of sight, Hari. So the club was in Bala's house. They were all, they had already done Kanyakumari to Kashmir. Ranga and Dodo, all these people. So I went and joined the club. Sir, can I come and join the Madras Bulls Club? They said, we'll have an interview. Bala, Ranga, then Dodo was not there. Then all the other people, they came and said, what do you know about the Royal Enfield? Sir, my name is Subhash Chandra Bose, sir. Oh, you are Subhash Chandra Bose. Sorry, sir. They didn't know. I didn't tell my name. I told them my Babu. So they took me to the club, and I really enjoyed it. The first trip was from here to Yelagiri. That was the first trip. And the oldest club was Madras Bulls and RTMC, Karnataka club. So we went from Chennai, RTMC came from Bangalore, we met in Yelagiri. That was the first ride, the ride along with these people. So we wanted discipline on the road. There are so many people on the road, you should not disturb them. So we had a very good understanding that only 2 by 2 bikes should go, one should be the lead, the other should be behind, so that it was like one American shepherd, keeping the goats and the cows intact. So we used to ride from here to Yelagiri, go in twos, just go, and the speed was only between 80 and 100. We were always used to ride only at 80, sometimes the road is free, 100. So that was the first trip when I went on the Royal Enfield to the Yelagiri. Then the next trip was, I went to Himalayas along with Royal Enfield. They organized a very big trip. 56 motorcycles had come in 2005, I think. That was the first Himalayan Odyssey. It's called the Himalayan Odyssey. So all the bikes, whoever wanted to come to Himalayas, they have to bring the bikes and leave it in Tiruvallur. Royal Enfield transported the motorcycles to Delhi. So the ride started from Delhi. From Delhi to Chandigarh, it was a monotonous ride. Straight roads, full of dust, all sorts of things. After Chandigarh, we really enjoyed it. And then we went up to Leh Ladakh. That is the time I found that the Royal Enfield is not behaving properly because the carburation was not good. It was running rich. Things were not running all right. So the next year what I did, I bought a 350 AVL, brand new bike. It was only about some 65,000 or 70,000 rupees. The first Royal Enfield motorcycle which I bought, you know what is the cost? Can anybody guess? In 1964? 4,500. 4,500. I still got the bike with me. In fact, I wanted to bring, she asked me to bring, but I didn't have time because I had been to Trichy and came back only yesterday. So she said we'll arrange a porter and things like that. They wanted me to bring. That bike is still in original form. And if you ride that bike, you feel so comfortable. That seat is also original seat with original handbar and things like that. And it's only 160 kilos. The weight of the original bike with big mudguards, big toolboxes, everything. With all the things it used to go, it is only weighing 160 kilos. And handled it so beautifully. Next time I bring that bike and keep it here for you to show to everybody. So that is the time I went to Leh Ladakh along with the Chauhan. He was the captain for us, Sachin Chauhan. And Ajit Nyamarga, Epadruma, நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒடிசி பீச் அதுக்கப்புறம் அதுக்கப்புறம் so we went to Himalayas along with them. 56 motorcycles have come. British also came along with us. We really enjoyed it. And then I put 5 lakh rupees worth of equipment on my motorcycle, on the 350 ABS 350, to monitor what is going to happen to this motorcycle from sea level to the highest motorable road in the world. Nobody has done this research. As we went, I still got all the record with me. As we went from Chennai to Delhi, to Chandigarh, to Manali, then Rohtan Pass, things like that. Bike started to behave differently. I changed one jet. That bike became all right. I changed few jets to different people also. And the bike went up and came back. When we went to Leh, on top, on Ladakh, Khardugala, you can start the bike like this. Why here, if you start, you have to put so much of pressure. When I went to Khardugala, I started my bike like this. Tell me, anybody can tell why?
The density of air. Air density is less.
Altitude.
Pressure. Compression. Here, the pressure, you know, this is sea level. The pressure is 1013 millibar here. When you go there, there is no pressure at all. So you can simply start it. And I recorded everywhere. I used to open the plug and check the compression pressure, engine vacuum, air fuel ratio, everything. I had everything on my bike. And the bike behaved so beautifully. We converted a lot of other bikes also by changing the jets and all. So this paper I had, and by the time I came back, we had already collaborated with Mikuni, Japan. Because Maruti had come, he came along with Mikuni carburetor. We were making Solex carburetors. So they wanted someone in India, we were the monopoly. So they came and collaborated with us. So when I went, I did this research. Our manager, a Japanese man, Masaki Ikuta, he is the person, I came and showed him all his papers. He said, wonderful job. Nobody in the world would have done this research because only we have the highest go-to road in the world. Nowhere else you have the highest. So I went and did this research on this thing. They said, boss, can I go take this paper, that is the data, and present it in Japan. In Japan, that year, there was a conference called Small Engine Conference. All the people all over the world, whatever research they have done, they come and present the papers. So he asked me, can I go and present it? I said, do it, sir. What is that? You have helped us a lot. So they went and presented this paper and they explained, you know what? We got the first prize. In Japan, my paper got the first prize. Because nobody has done this kind of research in the world. I'm the only mad fellow who has done this kind of research from Chennai to Kardungala, taking all the data, whatever, how a motorcycle will behave, from sea level to the highest water level. So, I'm proud that our paper, and you know what, I'll tell you one more story. Formula 1, Red Bull team, they thought they'll come to Ladakh and take the car to Kardungala. They bought the car, they came to Leh, because there's an airport there. So they bought the cars, Formula car, brought it there. They tried to start, car didn't start, car didn't move, because it's got too much of electronics. And those cars are tuned only to run on the sea level and things like that. So the engineers, they didn't know what was happening. They could not start the vehicle. They did all sorts of things. Finally, you know what they did? They towed the Formula 1 car in a jeep and took it to Kardungala and took a photograph. Formula 1, Red Bull. Then the Red Bull tuner and the owner is Newbie. He came to India. He said, when a Royal Enfield can go up to Kardungala, why didn't our Formula 1 go? So he wanted to see who is this person who is that, because the paper was published everywhere. He wanted to know who is this Subhash Chandra Bose. He came to Chennai. You know, Dr. Subhash is there. He is one of the biggest automobile guru, or I treat him as a godfather. He is the one who advises to Modi. He was in UK. He came to India. He was the one who developed the Nano car, Tata Nano. He is the one who developed it. And then he is an advisor to Nissan, Ashok Leyland and things like that. He stays only down this road only. So they contacted him, and I know him very well because he is a gold medalist in IIT. And he used to come to Solaram and race. And everywhere when he introduced me, Bose used to be our guru. We all go to Solaram racetrack to see Bose riding. He's such a big man, you can't even go near him. So, Newbie came and met him, and I show you, I got a photograph along with I think I got a photograph here with me. He wanted to see me, and he is Formula 1 owner. This is Dr. Subhash and this is me. So the Formula 1 people, they were so surprised that the Royal Enfield can go up to, and if you go to Leh Ladakh, you can see only Royal Enfields. And when I retired in 2008 in UCAL fuel system, I used to go and work with all the manufacturers. I can walk into any R&D where the secrecy is maintained. But the manufacturers used to allow me to come and work along with them in the R&D because I used to help them in improving their vehicle. Whether it is fuel economy or whether it's emissions or whether it is anything, whatever it is. So they gave me the freedom of nobody else is allowed into any R&D. They'll make you sit outside. You cannot go into the R&D. It's a lot of secrecies there. A lot of prototype bikes are there. So I used to go everywhere. I used to come to Royal Enfield also. And Java, Honda, Maruti. Japanese people are 100 times brilliant than me, but they used to listen to us because I know what Indian vehicle wants. India, to tune a vehicle to run in India, to get good fuel economy, it has to pass emission, it has to have drivability, so many things are there. Abroad, a vehicle should perform nicely. They're not bothered what fuel economy is going to give, but when it runs nicely, it will pass the emission also, Euro things, whatever. Here we have price, cost, so many factors are there for a manufacturer. So when I retired in 2008, I worked only in one company, start to finish, and I really enjoyed my career there. Evening when I came and sat like this, I had planned to go to China, along with Hari and things like that. So we had planned to go to Guwahati, then Arunachal Pradesh, then Machuka. One person from Royal Enfield from the personal department had come to my house in the evening at 7 o'clock. He said, sir, RLR wants to see you. RLR means he is the CEO at that time, and Siddharth Lal was there. That time the branch store head office was in Besant. You remember? There. And downstairs the branch store was there, and then talked to him. So I went there. They said, come boss, come sit down. I said, yes sir, what can I do for you sir? They took one paper and gave to me in front of this. I said, what is this? This is your appointment order. I said, what? Appointment order. Please sign and accept and give it back to me. I said, what is this sir? I am planning to go to, I am retired now, I want to go to China, ride a bike and all these things. You go to China, you go to Pakistan, you go anywhere. Come back and join Royal Enfield. I said, what am I going to do? You know what the RLR said? RLR is still there. What Bose does not know about the Royal Enfield, nobody else will know. These words he said. He said, our company is in a big trouble. They are making 1,000 bikes. Out of 1,000 bikes, 500 bikes are getting rejected. Don't know what to do. So, you come and help us. So what? I went and joined Royal Enfield. Went and saw the bike, which is built by passionate engineers in England. From front wheel to back wheel, everything has got a meaning. Everything has got a meaning. It's got a character that nobody will understand. Unless you live with the bike, you will not understand the character of the Royal Enfield. Harley Davidson came, Triumph came, Honda came. Everybody splashed news in the paper. We are going to beat Royal Enfield. They were not able to come anywhere close to Royal Enfield. Royal Enfield flag is still flying high. They are the highest motorcycles sold in the world. Because all the engineers who are working in Triumph, who are working in Harley Davidson, and working in Honda, they all work for the power of the bike, performance. This bike has got a lot of torque in it. They did not understand the character of the motorcycle. Why is it got that so much of torque? Anybody can tell? Why the Bullet on the fourth gear, the cast iron bike, on the fourth gear at 40 kilometers you can run? Can anybody tell why that kind of this thing is there in the character? Because unless you go deep into the subject, Royal Enfield has got 90 mm stroke, where no other bike has got that 90 mm stroke. Only one bike I think had 100 mm stroke in England. I don't know whether one Triumph or some bike. It's got 90 mm stroke. So when the Mustang comes down, it comes 90 mm down. It sucks all the air, and when it comes back, it comes to the top, and that is why that exhaust, you get that tongue. The original bikes had, what is that exhaust name? You remember the name of the exhaust? Burgess exhaust. Burgess exhaust. All the Royal Enfield used to come with a Burgess exhaust. If a bike is standing there and you are behind, you can feel the thump hitting, that exhaust thumping. You hit your chest. Thump, thump, thump. Because it had that 90 mm stroke, it used to suck and then punch. RX-100 what? 50 mm stroke. It'll rev. It'll rev. All these bikes go high revving. That why you got 6-speed, 7-speed gearbox? Because they're not able to sustain the low end. So the gears are meant very close, so that you don't feel. In the Bullet, the gears are all wide. First gear, second gear, third gear. Put it on a stop gear, 40 kilometers, that it will go. Because it's got so